Hey guys, I'll ask this for both of you. You can answer it. I know it's kind of an odd season in the fact that you just wrapped up the season and free agency starts in 5 days, and both of you guys are penning UFAs. I don't know how much time you've had to think about it or not, but kind of, Warren, can you give us a thought, kind of on your season and what's your thoughts heading into free agency?
Well, obviously it stings right now, right? The game is just a game of inches, right? And you're playing in the last game of the year for all the marbles, and you just come up just short. So, I haven't really thought so much about free agency, just because so much is just like everything just happened, So it's been tough, right? That one's gonna hurt for a while, and I obviously. In the next couple of days, try to figure out what's going on and stuff. But I've always loved my time here. I've created so many great friendships. I love the city. The fans have been great to me. So obviously, I'd like to stay here. But I also know it's a business, and they also need to want to have me too, right? It's not just a one-way streak, and. But nothing but like love for my time here, and hope everyone knows that when I was out there, I always worked my bag off, and it was always give an effort.
We've just had, I guess, preliminary thoughts as a family of what might be or what could be, and we don't know yet. So it's such a quick turnaround here that a lot has to go on. The team's heading to the draft. Who knows what happens at the draft as far as trades throughout the league and all that. So there's a lot to go through. But just early thoughts. Just I love coming here and having the opportunity to chase the cup and play with the guys here, and felt like it fit in great with the group. So I think for me, I think there's anything on the table, and we just wait till I guess this weekend or next week to get things sorted.
I'll pivot off of Jason's question for both of you. You both scored 20 goals. So in this league, there's a price point that comes with that around the league as UFAs. How do you balance maybe the opportunity to win versus being paid a little more with an organization that isn't along in the process as much? Warren, we'll start with.
Yeah, I don't know. This is my first experience really ever being a UFA. So for me, I've always, like my whole career, I've always been in the playoffs. It's 4 years in a row now that I've lost to the Cup champs. I feel like my game, I'm such a competitive player. I want to win. And I know the next couple of days that's a factor for me is a chance to win as well. So, I guess we'll see, right?
Yeah. I think there's a price for winning, being on a team like Edmonton that's so close, and year after year now, it's the Stanley Cup is the goal. For me coming in, it kind of renews the passion in the game a bit. I haven't had the opportunity to be in the playoffs for a long time, and have that opportunity to win. So for me, I think as far as dollars goes, there's an understanding of that it might cost a bit, but whatever that is, it could be worth it in the end. So for me, I don't think trying to prioritize, I guess, for myself and for my family, what is the most important thing moving forward will be key, and hopefully I got to get home to have some discussions with everybody and go from there. But certainly I don't think money is the number one thing for me at this point in my career, and where I'm at.
Warren, just over on the far side here, you've grown your game quite a bit here in the last 3 years, and had your career year, and you've talked a lot about how much this team means to you and the guys in the room. I guess to continue on the same vein, how much would it hurt to leave this team at this time?
Yeah. I've said it to you many times. Like I think of these guys like brothers, and you know it's been a crazy roller coaster my 3 years here, and it's kind of just our team as a whole, right? We sometimes just put ourselves in holes and then we get ourselves out of them, and it's a great group of guys, you know, and it's not even just the players. The staff here is amazing. It's just a great place to play, and yeah, it would definitely be tough. It's I've created some really good friends here, and I've really enjoyed my time here, so it would be hard.
Adam, just being able to experience this run and this city, and how, like, from being in it as opposed to maybe seeing it from a distance, what was it like for you? What was it like for you and your family? And was it what you imagined it would be? Was it beyond what you imagined?
Yeah, it was pretty beyond what we imagined. It to be here and to see the city really, I guess, come together and celebrate each step along the way. It just got more and more intense, and to be right in the heart of that, to see how much the team means to the city and to the fans was pretty special. And to be on the ice out there, to play in front of the fans here, there's certainly, I would think, the best fans in the league. So for me, that was special to be out there and to be a part of it, and to see the excitement around the city. And you're just running to fans. Everybody is so respectful to me too, being just out. For me, my family, we certainly loved every bit of it and enjoyed every bit of it too.
Well, you've been around a long time. You've played in Jersey's a good hockey market, but it's not a Canadian market. Anaheim's Southern California. Does it change your perception as a veteran player? Maybe the things you thought and guys told you when you were 23, when you look at playing the Canadian market today, do you have a different perception of it?
I don't know different, but to experience it firsthand was special. It's there's obviously talk about it year in, year out, and sometimes negative, sometimes positive. Whatever, it depends on, I don't know if it depends on each player, but to experience firsthand was really special, and probably exceeded my expectations. I loved my time in New Jersey and certainly in Anaheim too, but to come here and to see how much the team means to the fans it's on another level. It really is, and to see how much everybody cares, they feel like they're part of it, along with the players. So it certainly exceeded my expectations.
It'd be fun to win here.
Yes, very fun.
I have a question for each of you. Warren, I'll begin with you. You've done a great job of reflecting on your time here in Edmonton, but specifically in this 25-game playoff. There were moments where you were out of the lineup, and then there were moments where you were contributing on the top line. Maybe just take us through what you learned most about yourself in that journey.
When it's the playoffs, it's the we time, not the me time, and I feel like I've always been a pretty good teammate, and whatever role that I'm asked to do, I try to do it at 100%. And, that kind of was how the playoffs went for me on a personal level, the way it started, and, roles change, and, that whatever gives us the best chance to win, right? And that's why it's so special about this group is, we got a lot of guys that are willing to do whatever it takes to win. And, and so that's what I kind of would characterize my playoffs as. I do anything to help the team win, and whatever line I'm on, I'm always going to give it my best. And I thought I did that, and I'm proud of the how hard we all played, and it just sucks just coming up a bit short.
Thank you for that. And Adam, for you, specifically when it comes to the people who were the letters on their chests, so McDavid, Nurse, Nugent-Hopkins, and Draisaitl, what did you learn most about this leadership group? Because you've been around some pretty great leaders in your NHL career.
Yeah, I mean, I think the group here, just the way each guy is a little bit different, I guess, in their own how they lead, right? And there's guys that have letters on their jersey, and there's guys that don't that are still leaders. There's a veteran group in there, and to see, I've been on the other side of playing against these guys, and it's not very fun. But to see what those guys, specifically Connor and Leon, what the day-to-day, they're the best in the world, but they're still trying to get better. So I think that drives the entire group to get better. Whether you're a first-line guy, a fourth-line guy, or a guy that's in and out of the lineup, everybody has that drive because of those guys to get better. And I think that just pushes the team to another level. And then, I think that speaks a lot to the depth of the group. Guys in and out of the lineup, everybody's ready to go for the team. And I think when that happens, it gives you the best opportunity to win.
Adam, over here, you moved around a lot, left wing, center, but in the playoffs, you actually found a line that was playing with Janmark and Brown. And how enjoyable was that? And is that, do you consider yourself a center or a winger?
Coming together as a line was great. I think we had some instant chemistry, I guess. Those two guys work extremely hard, and I found it, very easy to play with them. So I think it was great for us to find that. As far as playing center or wing, it doesn't really matter to me, I guess. It's wherever is needed. And I think, again, for the group, and I think Nauber does such a great job of adjusting on the fly and moving guys center or wing. I think those are just great options to have, and again, kind of speaks to the depth and where guys can play on any given night.